Hello everybody, thank you for coming to join me. Welcome back. I just wanted to carry on from where I'd left off last time. If you remember, we were making the pockets. I showed you some that I'd made previously, and then we made the ones with the birds and the ones with the butterfly, and I carried on with the bird theme because I'd got a few pages already, so I carried on making some. And there's my favourite, my little mouse. He's being hoarded. So I've got a good supply of those now, so I'm happy with that. I've also, sorry, just disappearing. I thought I'd got it on the table and I haven't. I've also put the one that we did last time. I've put that in the journal. So I've made a card to go in there. That just fits in there nicely. It opens up and that journaling card just tucks in there, and I've put a journaling card in there as well, so that turned out really nicely, so I'm pleased with that as well. So now I've just got to cover those journals and they're done. So I wanted to do something a bit different, or take it a little bit further. So I hope the lighting's okay. It's a little bit dark and dismal, and I know that the light kind of reflects on this paper. So what I'm going to do is, I've done it again, as in I've made the little pockets, and what I want to do is make them into kind of little booklets to go. There's going to be a pocket on the front of those journals, and I thought, well, it doesn't have to be a pocket inside a journal, does it? You know, we can do other things with these. So I'm just sealing up its bottom because I don't want it to pop open. Yeah, I've done the pocket. So this one I've actually stuck on. I've done that one already, and this one is going to go on here upside down. No, not upside down. And I think I'm going to leave that at the top because if you can see, look, it's just flowers, so I'm not worried about that. I think I put it. No, I'm not going to notch these because although it has got that tuck spot there, I'm going to put some things inside, so I don't want to put the notch on. Just trying to think. I'd got in my head what I wanted to do, but I'm a bit of a forgetful monkey sometimes. Forget what I want to do. Yep, so I'm going to... Let me just check how tall these are. 8 1/4. Yeah, because I'm going to be doing those covers. I might need to cut that one down. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. I think I want it about 8 1/4, because the pockets on the front, I don't want them to stick out higher than the journal, obviously, so they're going to fit in a pocket, aren't they? I think I need to just take a snip in. Oops, sorry, I'm banging you again. A snippet off that. But if that's the case, I also want to take a snip off of this, because I don't want it to be as tall. So I'll just have to re-glue that, won't I, at the bottom. Yeah. How much is that? How tall does that weigh now? It's about 8. So I think that's a better height. And I want to just close the bottom of that one again. And I suppose if I have made them too big for the journal covers, then they'll get used in something else. So I'm going to put that on there. So they've got the pocket on the front. A little bit of glue. There we go. I think sometimes it's nice when you make something and you get another idea as to what you could do with it. So I just thought I'd share it with you. I'm sure that you all would do this anyway, but I like it when I think of something a little bit different. There we are, so that's going to go on there. So I've got these two. They are a little bit plain. Let me just move across a little bit where it's a little bit darker so that that light's not shining right. And they are different sizes. Look, the different widths, aren't they? But that's just the way. This was a smaller piece of paper that I had left over. I've got some bits and pieces left from when I was doing from the journal. And I'm just thinking I might decorate it a little bit. I'll decorate them both. A little bit. Actually, I might put a little bit of this on. Just for a little bit of added interest. And if I don't like it when I put it on it, I won't glue it on. How's that? Try not to cut through those either. I've got myself in a mess again, but there's nothing new there. Let's make a bit of space so we can see what we're doing. So I was thinking that might look nice on there. This is one of the freebies from Artymaze. And then put that on there. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So snip that there. Glue book would be useful. Put that on there. Is it too wide? No. I like the blues. I know it's a slightly different blue. I've got a feeling that Andrea made this one when she was doing the kit, but it was bluer than she would have wanted it to be, I think. So it is one of the freebies on her Facebook page. Just add that on there. Of course, it is that little bit too long, look. Snip that off there. And it's too long at the bottom. That wasn't very well measured, Carol. Never mind. I don't mind. We can always adjust, can't we? Yeah, so I like that. I quite like that one actually, with the, because then it pops against the blue, doesn't it? Or the yellow. Maybe the yellow. Yeah, I'll go with the yellow. We're doing it. Decision made. I think these are from Andrea's topper kit, topper and matchbox kit. I printed them on a thin paper, so I've been using them in the kit, in the journal that I've been doing. Let's get that squidged down. And I have somewhere got some of Andrea's butterflies, so I could put a butterfly on. Too much? Slightly smaller one. No, I like that. So he's going on. He's a little bit white round the edge, just dull him down a bit. Oh, there's my glue hiding. I think I might decorate both of the covers of this before I go into the middle, I think. Squish that down. I did have some words that Andrea had with the kit, but I think I used them all up. I don't think I've got any more handy at the moment, so I won't be using a word on it. Right, this one. This one's slightly thinner, but that's okay. And I might try this. I do love these collage papers. Every time you use them, they look different from the time before. Just take those edges off. Quick snip. Yeah, it was that yellow that I don't think I liked on it, but I think if I do it like that, I think I prefer it. Oops. Again, I'm just at the wrong angle to see what I'm doing. Typical, isn't it? I think it's because when you're doing this, you have the camera right in front. Well, I do anyway. The camera's right in front of my nose because I can't figure out a better setup, basically. I'm not very technical. Get rid of that sticky page, and we'll have a glue stick, and we'll stick that on there. I've really enjoyed doing this butterfly kit. I've had it for a long time. I think I was going to do it in the spring, and then I don't know why, I don't know what happened, but for some reason I didn't use it. So this is the butterfly's time to be used. Just push that over there. It's a little bit sticky out at the top, but not a lot. Oops, finger. And I'm just going to cut that little overhang off. Put my lid on my glue, just because it dries so quickly. Oh, now that's going to cover that flower up if I put that on there, which is a shame. I suppose I could put it higher up there. Let me just cut that notch there. Oh, I've got something stuck in there already. Look, I forgot I'd done that. Wonder what that was then. I was looking for little bits of cards and things that I might be able to use to... Sorry, I'm way too close for you, aren't I? That'll do. That'll do. So there'll be a tuck spot in there, so there'll be a little card in there. I like that. Ah, there we go. I don't want to use a big one on there, and that one just happened to be sitting there. So I think that one's going to go there. That was well spotted, Carol. So I think this must be one of the Matchbox toppers. And the other one would have been a time card topper. But obviously, as you can see, you can use them for other things. Move that up there a little bit. I think I like it just there. Sticky fingers, and I might put a little butterfly. He's too pale, he blends in. Quite like the green one. Does he blend in as well? I quite like that one actually. So he's going to go on there. I don't know if he's a moth or a butterfly, but I don't mind either. A bit of glue. Oops, I've bent his head. I thought that was a bit of paper then. It's not, it's the design. The times I don't do that, you know, think I've got a hole in the paper or got a mark on it or something, and it's actually the it's the design of the paper. Oh dear, I know I'm having trouble with my eyes, but that's a bit daft, isn't it? Okay, so that's the two. Happy with those. And then on the inside, what I want to do is looking at the bits and pieces that I've got left over. I thought I might, on the back of it, clip a journal card. So I think that's what I'm going to do, tag. So I think I'm just going to clip that with a paper clip and put some fibres on it. I'm not going to cover the insides of these because I like what I've got on these book pages. So that's just the index of it, but I love the writing of it. And then this one, it just happened to have butterflies when I turned it over. So I thought, well, I'm going to leave that as it is. But I want little pockets on it. What have I got that I could make little pockets out of? I could put that one on there. Or we could have the number 29. Come in, number 29, your number's up. Quite like that there. And what I wanted to put in those is part of the kit that Andrea has are these little, they come with 4 on a strip on an A4, and I've just clipped the 4 together, and I thought it might be nice just to put those in there for extra writing space. So I think I'm going to use these 2 is what I think I'm going to do. And somewhere I've got a corner rounder. One of those useful things, you know, that rounds corners. Oh, would you believe I've put it away? Tidying up. Unusual. Now these are only paper, but I only want to stick them on. Well, they're not paper, it's 120 paper, so they're not exactly flimsy. Do I want to back them? I might just back them onto this paper actually, and just see how much more stiff it feels if I just put a piece of that book page on. I don't want to have to stitch around it, so I'm going to glue it on well and proper. Sticky. Press it down really well. Cut that out. I always find the corner chomp, it never quite chomps enough. That just makes it that little bit thicker, I think, so I think I will do that with this one as well. Put it on the sticky side. Oh, sorry, I was looking for my glue stick. Dearie me, I am sure there are gremlins on my table, you know. Look away, I've lost my white scissors. I've got a pair of white scissors that I use to cut sticky paper so that I don't sticky up my good scissors, but they've gone walkabout and I can't find them anywhere. I dare say when I've looked, I've lifted things up and I've been good, I've searched in things. Goodness only knows where I've taken them. They're probably in the fridge downstairs. Now, if I'd thought about it beforehand, I could have stitched these onto it before I put the pocket on the front, which might have been a nice idea. But thinking doesn't always work out, does it? So I think I'm just, sorry, can you see? I'm going to put that there and I'm going to put that there. And I'm just going to stick them on. They're a bit sticky still, but it'll be okay. It's just a little pocket. It's just a little something to add to the front of the journal. I just thought it would be a bit different. No, that would be a bit different, wouldn't it? Silly moo, Carol. And then that will just nicely go in there, and it's just not too bulky to pull it away from the book page. So that one's going there. And this one, oh, bubbling glue again. Oopsie. And that one can go there. There we go. Very sticky fingers, and then that, we'll just have that there. So I'm liking that so far, yeah. And we're just going to clip these in the backs with a paper clip. So that's good. I'll leave those to dry, put my 2 journal cards and my 2 pads to one side so I don't lose them. And then what I thought was, in the middle here, I'm just going to stitch some papers in and have it as a little book. I know that's going to stick out too far. Keep some room. This one's smaller, isn't it? So a bit less than 3 1/4. Let's just see. So I don't know if I'm still on screen or not. I'll do the papers for one before I do the papers for the other, but else I'll get completely bamboozled. So that's far enough away, that'll be okay. I'll fold it ready for the other one. Just trim a bit off the edge of that. I've got a smaller cutter somewhere, but I don't know where. It's probably off having a party with my scissors. It's still a bit big on that, isn't it? That won't be, that'll be fine. Put that with the other one. Move that one out the way. Some papers. I don't want to make it too big, because if it gets too bulky, it's... Oh yeah, that's way too wide. Way too wide. Where are we at? Let's have a look what we've got. That one's a bit too wide as well. This is the bit that takes all the time, isn't it? Cutting the papers to fit. I tell you what, let me just cut the papers and I'll be back. Okay, I think you're back. Yes, you're back with me. So I've just cut some papers and I'm just going to put them in there. I'm just going to do a guesstimate of where I want the holes to be. Do 3 holes because there's not a lot to hold. And I think I might go from the outside. I would if I could find the hole. It's just there, Carol. There we go. One up to the top. Down to the... It moved slightly. Down to the bottom. So I'm only going through paper, so you know, then it's not a really robust, strong thing. It's just a little bit of fun to put on the outside of the journal, really. There we go. One side, one the other, isn't it? I'm just going to put a bow on it, I think. my scissors. I'll do a double bow so that can't come undone. And then I'll put a tag in there. I've got my little that's going in there. It's got just some little papers in there, just some extra journaling. And then it'll have a card pinned in the back there. And then a card in there, journal card. Yep, happy with that. So this one, I don't think I've got enough. I'll use another piece just in case. I should hate to do it and then find I've done myself short. I usually use too much. Thread that needle. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, when you see something that somebody else makes, it's fine to do it. It's fine to make it. Somebody did say to me, well, you just copy what somebody else has made. And to be fair, that's the way that I learn, you know, and that's the way that I've learnt to make these books and to enjoy what I'm doing. And this is something that I really do enjoy. So I don't think that I'm copying somebody. I think that I am learning from somebody else that has the experience to help me develop what I'm doing. I've missed that page, look now, busy talking. But I think once you've made something, you think of different things that you could do with it. And I think that's the difference. We all put our own spin on it. And yes, we may make something that's the same as somebody else. But it's never exactly the same, is it? You know, we all use different, we've got different, even if you use the same papers, to be fair. I've been saying to my friend Laura Bain that we ought to both use the same kit from Andrea. But make, oh, that's moved. I've moved it. Make a journal using a kit from Andrea, both to use the same kit. And you can bet your bottom dollar that they won't look anything alike. We've got our different styles to each other, but we would use the things in different ways. And I think that would be fun. Oh, can't find the hole. There we go. Just pull that a bit. I don't want to pull it too tight because I say it's only, I haven't strengthened it. You know, I've not added anything onto this to make it a bit stiffer. Oops. That was a rubbish bow, Carol. There we are, and just tie those. This thread is just sticking to my fingers because I've got sticky fingers. That's it. Made it. But I just think they're very cute. I think they're very pretty. And I'm pleased with them. I will put a tag in there. Oh, that one's going to have... That goes in there. And it will have the tag clipped. It just fits, doesn't it, in the back there. And, you know, you could decorate the back as well. And, you know, the world's your oyster, isn't it, really? Oh, look at that. I didn't realise it had the flowers on. That's pretty. So they are my two, and they are going to go in the pockets in the front of the journals when I've done. So I hope that you found this bit useful as well. Please, any feedback, I'm more than happy for constructive feedback or comments. I will always answer. Thank you so much for coming to join me. I do appreciate your company. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.